What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Friday, June 23rd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 10-game MLB slate tonight. So let's take a look at the pitcher position. I like Joe Musgrove. He's pitching against a low-salary batting team, the Washington Nationals. Joe Musgrove, he's only giving up a .611 OPS versus lefties, facing 4 lefties here tonight. And the Nationals have only hit 6 of his last 29 pitches. That's a .207 batting average. So Joe Musgrove is $8,900 FanDuel salary. He's 100 less on DraftKings, averaging 27 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 4.22. Record is 5-2, pitching an average of 87 pitches per game. And he's been on a pretty nice run the past 3 games, scored 25, 34, and 36 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So I like Joe Musgrove here versus the Washington Nationals. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. I like Nathaniel Lowe. He's got a 23% batting advantage over Clark Schmidt. Nathaniel Lowe batting 12% better versus righty pitchers, batting .811 OPS versus righties. Clark Schmidt giving up a .788 OPS versus lefties. Nathaniel Lowe is 1 for 3 here versus Schmidt, and he's only $3,000 FanDuel salary, $1,200 more on DraftKings, averaging 11 fantasy points per game on the season. So he's got a batting average of .273, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. So I like Nathaniel Lowe here versus Clark Schmidt. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Michael Stefanik with a 49% batting advantage over Kyle Freeland. And Michael Stefanik, he's batting 38% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1 OPS versus lefties. Kyle Freeland, he's pitching 11% worse to righties as he does lefties, giving up a .756 OPS versus righties. Now, I like this pick because Michael Stefanik is only $2,600 FanDuel salary, 100 less on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season, and he's got a batting average of .286. And Vegas thinks there's going to be 11.5 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So I like Michael Stefanik as a value play here versus Kyle Freeland. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. So we hit on this pick yesterday, and I'm going to give him again here. He's in a good spot. So I like Manny Machado. He's got a 67% batting advantage over a low-salary pitcher, Patrick Corbin. Manny Machado batting 40% better versus lefty pitchers, And Patrick, he's batting a .965 OPS versus lefties. Patrick Corbin is giving up a .791 OPS versus righties. And I like this pick because Manny Machado is 7 for 8. He's 7 for 18. That's a .389 batting average and a 1.011 OPS versus Corbin. And Manny Machado, only $2,900 FanDuel salary, $2,400 more on DraftKings. That salary is way too low on FanDuel. I love that FanDuel price. Averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. And he's got a batting average of .258. And he scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. So I like Manny Machado here versus Patrick Corbin. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. So here's, I've given you a lot of value play in this video, so here's a stud pick. I like Fernando Tatis Jr. He's got a 54% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Patrick Corbin. Fernando Tatis Jr. batting 27% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1.072 OPS versus lefties. Patrick Corbin, he's pitching 27% worse to righties as he does lefties, giving up a .791 OPS versus righties. Fernando Tatis Jr., he's 4 for 7 here versus Corbin. That's a .571 batting average and a 1.381 OPS. Now, Fernando Tatis Jr. is $4,300 FanDuel salary, $2,300 more on DraftKings, but I do think he's a home run hitter for tonight, and he's averaging 14 fantasy points per game on the season. He's got a batting average of .281, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. So I like Fernando Tatis Jr. here versus Patrick Corbin. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. Here's another value play. This slate is filled with value plays. You'll be able to fit in whatever studs you want on this slate. So I like Kevin Kramer. I'm just going to call him Kevin Kramer. It's Kevin Kiermaier. I am butchering this name. I apologize, guys. But he is got a 41% batting advantage over James Caprillion. Kevin K is batting 26% better versus righty pitchers, batting .776 OPS versus righties. James Caprillion, he's giving up a .818 OPS versus lefties, pitches his worst ball versus lefty batters. There's no at-bats versus Caprillion yet. And Kevin K is only $2,400 FanDuel salary, $200 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. He's got a batting average of .274. So I like Kevin Kiermaier here versus James Caprillion. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.